What's going on, guys? Dwayne here with Dwayne TV, and in this video I want to talk to you about taking action to become a better you. Now, this is something that has been building over time, and I decided that I wanted to share a little bit about my journey and the things that I do that allows me to be the best version of myself. So today, this morning, I actually did 12 miles and I jogged most of it. And so I just got through. There's still stuff on my face, as you guys can see. There's stuff on my arm, right here. There's stuff on this arm. I mean, my shirt's still pretty disgusting. But I want to talk to you about taking action to become a better you. And so for me personally, it kind of started with mindset, because mindset's super important. And also I was encouraged and motivated because I wanted to be in better shape, because currently I'm 45 years old and I think about the future quite a bit. And I think about my future self. I think about how I'm going to be in 20 years, 25 years. And so that motivates me to start to do things today that hopefully will be a habit, so that in 25, 30 years, I don't have to think or worse, struggle with those things, because I need to develop healthy habits today. So I'm going to be showing you guys on the screen. I'll put up a screenshot, or actually I'll put up probably a little video from my iPhone when I show you guys the activity of me exercising today. But in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about taking action, starting slow, and building momentum. But listen, if you're new to this channel, this is Dwayne TV, and on this channel, I talk about a bunch of stuff. I mostly talk about credit. I talk about investing in the stock market. I talk about driving Uber, because I'm an Uber driver as well. And then I talk about other random things, such as taking action to become a better you, which is what we're talking about in this video. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. So for me personally, I've always had an interesting journey with my weight. For example, when I was like 23 years old, I was very overweight. I was 255 pounds. I was, let's say I'm about 5'9", 5'9" and a half on a good day, but 5'9", and I weighed 255 pounds. Okay. And I was like 22, 23. And at the time for me, my motivation was my son, who was not born yet. And I was like, I need to be in good shape because I want to be healthy for my kids. At the time, it was my son, and he was born when I was 24. So I kind of started my journey. And I was out of control. I mean, I knew that I stepped on the scale and it said 255, and I knew that that wasn't good. So I kind of started my journey. And so I'm encouraged to make this video, and to make the video, like I said, right after I completed my little 12 miles or so. Actually, I'm going to start a screen recording here so I can show you guys on the screen what I'm talking about. And so we're going to go ahead and go to my fitness app, my Apple Fitness app here. And so for today, which is December the 4th, I'm making this video on December the 4th. Today's my grandmother's birthday. She is 98 years old. Of course, she's not going to watch this video, but I love my grandma a lot. And she is the ultimate role model. She's a real life superhero. And so today's her birthday. She's 98. So of course I want to, recognize her. So as you guys can see here, it says today's date, December the 4th, 2023. I kind of started a little challenge to myself where I wanted to run 2 miles a day for the next 10 days. Okay. And the reason why it's only 10 days is because I want it to be attainable, because I want to build. Okay. I want to build momentum, which helps build confidence. See, the thing is, when I decided to start to be more healthy, especially now, I just decided that exercising is non-negotiable. Okay. So when it comes to wanting to be a better version of yourself, you need to just decide that things are non-negotiable. Okay. If I can find time to jump on YouTube and watch videos, or jump on Instagram, or just watch TV in general, there's a lot of time in doing those things, and those things are not insanely productive. So for me, I just decided, listen, I need to take action, and I need to decide that exercise is non-negotiable. Exercise is non-negotiable the same way that brushing my teeth is non-negotiable. Taking a shower is non-negotiable. And it's important to have this mindset, because this is how you're going to accomplish things. Okay. So I'm showing you guys today. So you can see on the screen, it says outdoor walk today, and it says 13.28 miles. Overall at the top, it says, when you see my steps, 25,000 steps, the distance 14.59 miles. So I didn't start recording this until I got to a certain park, and I kind of like walked there, but I didn't start it because I wanted to, start running. So I just kind of walked, and then I eventually got there. But if I touch on today and show you guys, so this is what I started and completed on my Apple Watch. Okay. Then of course you could see more here where it talks about the miles. Okay. So the first mile, you can see my pace was 10 minutes and 52 seconds. Now, this is not marathon pace. This is not anything special. However, this is certainly an accomplishment, because, there are obviously people that are my age, 45, that aren't doing anything. And then there's certainly people that are my age that's crushing it, right? Let's say this is not crushing it, but for me, this is my version of crushing it. All right. I don't have anything to prove, right? So you can see here that it has the miles, and basically I did 12 miles, and then I started to like walk. Okay. So that's why on mile 13 at the bottom of the screen, you see 18 minutes, 23 seconds. Okay. But, this has been my journey today, so I did a bunch of 10-minute miles, which obviously, once again, nothing special. Back when I was in high school and I was trying to play soccer, and I was on the soccer team, but once again, nothing special. We had to run 2 miles in 16 minutes, and that is not an easy feat. So as you can imagine, I'm not running 8-minute miles. You know what I mean? Somebody is, but I'm not. But I'm proud of what I've been able to do. And so I just wanted to kind of show you guys, because honestly, 10 years ago when I was 35, I wasn't doing this. Not because I couldn't, but I just wasn't in that headspace. And so, like I said, I want to show you guys that, because, number one, that's kind of cool. It's kind of a big deal, and it's something I'm proud about. I do know, once again, it's nothing special. Somebody else my age is out there crushing it, but this is my version of crushing it. Okay. So I want to encourage you to take action when it comes to being a better you. The thing about life that's interesting is that I am the one writing my story in a way, right? There's only so many things that I can control, right? I cannot control waking myself up in the morning, as much as we think we do. As much as I like, oh, yo, I'm gonna set this alarm, and then I'm gonna get up. The reality is there's a lot of things that take place between me closing my eyes and the alarm going off. And all the things that take place between closing my eyes and the alarm going off, I do not control. So then that means I don't control if I open my eyes or not. But once my eyes are open, I try my best for the things that I can control to be deliberate about the actions that I take. And so it's important, number one, to take action, but it's also important to simply start, and start slow. You don't have to do something monumental. As a matter of fact, the little things are the big things. The little things are the big things, because without the little things, you can't get to the big things. For example, if I'm running a mile, I need to complete steps to run a mile. Without each of those steps, I'll never complete the mile. And then, of course, you could see how that could be multiplied, right? So whether I'm walking which is a great place to start. I'm not a runner. It's incredible that I say I'm not a runner, but I don't see myself as a runner. Okay. I'm not trying to prove anything. I'm just taking it easy. And as a matter of fact, when I exercise, I want to keep my heart rate down, to be honest. I want to be in zone 2, which zone 2 just simply refers to a specific heart rate from, this percent to that percent. I think it's 60 to 7% of your max heart rate. So in order to kind of find zone 2, I think you subtract 220 by your age. Okay. So I'm sorry, that's not correct. It's 220 by your age is going to be your max heart rate. And then you can do 60 to 70% of that. So I'm 45 years old. So 220 minus 45 is 175. So 175 is my max heart rate. There's really no need for me to be there. But I think between 60 and 70% ends up being, for me, 127 beats per minute to 139 beats per minute. So that's kind of where my zone 2 is. And supposedly when I am exercising in that zone based on my age, that most of the energy is coming from fat. Okay. But today when I was running, my heart rate was all the way up. I got up to 170 something beats per minute, but today was just about not stopping and just continuing. So steps are important. Okay. And so once again, the little things are the big things.
Message.
And that is so true for so many, basically every aspects of our life. School, right? You do all this schooling to graduate eventually, get your little piece of paper and be in your career, right? Saving money, right? Or investing money, right? You have to save, $100 a month. And then over 10 months, it's $1,000, right? But you have to do the small step. And the small step is to have the discipline to save the $100 a month. Once again, the small things are the big things. And so I just want to encourage you to start slow. You don't need to go out and run the marathon tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You just need to start by walking. Walk a mile, walk 2 miles, walk 6 miles, right? It's an accomplishment just walking. I know for me personally, today I took a bunch of screenshots on my watch when I was exercising. So I took a screenshot when I basically did 2 miles, okay? And I'll show you guys that on the screen. I took another screenshot when I did 5 miles, okay? And I did 5 miles in 52 minutes, which once again, it's a big deal, but it's not a big deal because somebody else is doing it faster. And then I took another screenshot when I completed 10 miles, okay? And so those things are encouraging to me just because like 10 years ago, I wasn't on this wavelength. I wasn't even trying to do those things. And, I'm pretty sure I couldn't do it at this level. So I'm grateful. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is about building momentum. You build momentum and confidence by being consistent, right? And so for me, like I said, working out is non-negotiable. I decide I'm going to work out at least 5 times a week. And, maybe it's 30 minutes, maybe it's an hour, maybe it's 2 hours, but I'm committed to working out every day because I brush my teeth every day, right? So at least 5 times a week, I'm going to work out. Now, what happens is you start to build momentum. Once you decide that it's non-negotiable, that your health is super important, you start to build momentum, and momentum helps you build confidence and trust in the process and trust in yourself. And this is crucial. I have been very, very fortunate. As a matter of fact, just to kind of show you guys a little bit about the momentum and confidence that I'm talking about, I'm going to show you guys the last couple of days. I'm going to show you guys the last couple of days where I've exercised. So today is December the 4th, and I challenged myself that I was going to do at least 2 miles of running every day. So today's December the 4th. So you guys can see here on the screen my distance, 14.63 miles. As you can see, of course, I did an outdoor walk, 13 miles, right? So that's today. yesterday, Sunday, you see my distance is 9.14. I did an indoor walk, which was on the treadmill. And it's tricky on the treadmill because the treadmill records something else. But on your watch, because you're staying in place, it's not going to record accurately the distance because you're staying in place. So as you can see there's some more miles there. That was Sunday. Saturday here, you can see I did an indoor walk again, which was on the treadmill, and it says 1.82, but trust me, it was 2 miles. Okay. And then Friday here. So I started Friday, December the 1st is when I really started indoor walk here for 5.56 miles. So every day I've done, 2 miles at least running. Okay. And that's just a little challenge to myself. Now, of course, it's not about, trying to match anybody. It's just about taking action and being a better you. And when it comes to being a better you, you absolutely need to, number one, take action, get started. Okay. Number two, start slow. You don't have to run the marathon in one step, because that's not how it works, right? So maybe you start to walk, and the more you walk, first of all, walking is incredible. Let's just start there. But the more you walk, the more you build confidence. And it may not be walking or running. It could be, for me, the thing that saved my life back in 2003, back in 2002, was the elliptical. I never really knew the elliptical, and the elliptical saved my life because I was like, I was too big to run, right? I tried to, but it didn't work out. So the elliptical was nice because it was easy on my knees. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna hit this elliptical. All right. So once again, you want to take action, you want to start slow, and then you want to build momentum. You want to be consistent. You want to tell yourself that, listen, if I want to be a better version, a more healthy version of myself, I need to commit to working out at least 5 times a week. For me personally, the working out, once I got serious, wasn't the hard part. The hard part was the food. And the hard part still kind of is the food. But the thing is, once you commit to working out, whether it's 30 minutes is on the low side, but if you work out every day for an hour, okay, whether you just walked for an hour or you were doing intense workout for an hour, you're going to get results that you like and that you can be proud about. Now, when you get to a point where you're working out, but you're not seeing results, because I've been there, I got to ask myself, I got to be real. Are you, what I'm saying? What's going on with your diet? It's like people that want to be in a better place, but they don't take the necessary steps and they don't have a plan. You have to have a plan. I mean, that's like as basic as it gets. You absolutely have to have a plan, and it needs to be on your mind constantly, right? There are things that are on our mind constantly that is trash, and it doesn't serve us, and it's not positive for us, but we let it stay on our mind, and we just continue to have it on a loop over and over and over again. We should have on loop being a healthier version, and not only have it on loop, but take action. Once again, the small steps are the big steps. The small things are the big things, period. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to be doing, like I said, a bunch of different types of content on this channel. The channel is Dwayne TV. And like I said, I talk about credit. I talk about driving Uber. I talk about investing in the stock market. And I'm clearly talking about becoming a better, healthier you. So I'll be doing whatever I want to do on this channel. If that sounds interesting to you, be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching the video. Give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel tremendously. And once again, my name is Dwayne with Dwayne TV, and I approve this video. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Peace.